everyone. Hello. Everything is looking good. Let me just get everything pulled up proper. If you do notice, ha, 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 I am now officially here in person. I don't know how horrid I look here in the bottom of your screen, but I'm here. We're testing this out. We're gonna get a little bit of a poll going, see how bad it is. Guys, I don't look that bad, right? Right? Right. We should be fine. Let me just get everything pulled up real quick. That's everything for Twitch. That's everything for YouTube. All right. I can start playing this. All right. I'm excited, personally. I'm excited. I mean, like, I'm here now. Like, I'm real. I am the realest I have ever been. Overwolf, why are you on my screen? I'm the realest I ever been. I mean, this is the monitor that all of my stream stuff is on. So if I'm looking at you, I'm probably actually looking at you. Because like chat number 1 is like right here. Chat number 2 is like a little off here. This hand is YouTube. The off screen hand is Twitch. So if I'm looking, if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at Twitch. If I'm looking here, I'm looking at YouTube. I mean, of course, I probably won't get that close, but I might hit a bit of that gamer posture. Depends on what we gotta do. But for now, we can get relaxed. Okay. Our wrappers are falling out of the trash. I have to empty it after stream. Almost never is an interesting concept. That's crazy. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and load ourselves in. See what we got going on here. So this is the creative world for lag. This is the creative world for the series. So I mean, why? I thought there was some on fire over here for a second. Here we can. So this is the habitat as it stands right now. Of course, that's what we'll be working on today in the stream, but this is its current state. I did a lot of work on this thing between the last stream and this stream, but we have both zones. We can show it off flying here in a moment. This is already on the server. This is just the balloon, another copy of the balloon. A test to see how I get the pearlescent ones, because as you can see, this build kind of relies on them a lot. Balloon, grappling, bunch of stuff around here. Back here is where I actually built. Hello. Oh, right. Things don't render if that's just there. I need to actually physically be there, right? But this is where we started building that absolute beast, which is what we're going to be working on today. But let's go ahead, clear our inventory for now. Let me get a 4 lava bucket. This thing is a beast to fuel. But luckily, lava buckets last long enough that we shouldn't have to be pumping them in all the time. This is definitely not something that's meant to fly on its own too much. It's certainly meant to be assisted by the actual factory segment, which we'll get to talking about a little later, how this thing is going to be segmented and how exactly that's going to work. Okay, so I think since last time I flew this thing, I have changed a bit of the design around, so let's see if this thing still flies. Oh god. Oh god. Wait. Oh, no. Wait. These are all going the right direction. Oh, maybe it's this. Maybe it's this thing. Yeah, maybe it's this thing that's inhibiting it. Or is it just built like that now? What? Huh? I'm entirely confused. Hold up, guys. go up here at least. So then I can disassemble. Hey. What is happening? What is happening? This wasn't doing this earlier, I swear. It was flying just fine a while ago. Now it just slowly falls towards me. Let me take out this line of obsidian, maybe? Huh? What is happening? Let me get down here. Okay. You're disassembled now. Nothing should be different. I mean, did the glass... How much do these weigh? I guess maybe with enough of them it would do something like that, but I don't think so. Yeah. That's the opposite of the problem we were having earlier. So we clearly need to give it some weight on the back. Unless these things are just super heavy. No, these are super light. But this is like the only thing that changed. I see the problem. I put these here. I put pearlescent levitite on the back. That's what changed. Nothing fundamental about the build. I just need to balance the levitite. Got it. Okay. Wrong thing. Okay, so I just need to balance... Hopefully, I just need to balance the levitite. I mean, it's going to be a bear to actually put in here, but, I mean, we're going to need it, because we're going to have to carry this top layer, and we're going to have to carry the actual carriage on the bottom, which is what you saw the inklings of a build for back there. Of course, I did destroy it, but... Hey, guys. We're still going down. But this is generally how the thing flies. It is a giant front here. We have the two biodome things. I mean, look at this beast run, though. Even if it's running down. Because there's still too much weight on the front. And I mean, the two sides are slightly unbalanced. But here, if I get, like... If I go here, disassemble it. These are problems we would rather work out when we have the full thing done. Because, you know, aesthetics and all do kind of matter more than the actual build. So I'm not too concerned about the functionality of this one quite yet. Also, I need to get some of this. I do already have some of that. Okay, so this is the block we're gonna build the lower level out of. Same as the higher level. We want to make them look, like, logically the same. But I'm still debating whether or not to have this be the base. Or, like, have this be the base and, like, build up the mega base on top of it. Or have this be the top and have the mega base below it. You know? It's a hard question to answer. But a question we will have to contend with eventually. Okay, we get these all hooked up here. Okay. So the theory is now, if we get some honey glue, that, nope. If we get this whole structure in glue. We get a physics assembler. Slap it on here somewhere. We can give this physics. So now this theoretically has physics. This lower part, lower section of it has physics. This little dangly bit here. Does this glue extend to those? It does. Does this glue extend down there? It does not. All good signs, all good signs, so that then when we turn on the physics assembler, we're gonna start moving. And as we move, we take the lower section with us, and that was honestly just barely enough weight to keep us going semi-upward, it looks like. I think. I do tentatively think. It still favors this way, but that's fine. And, and of course it favors this one because this is the one with the fence posts on it. Okay, let me get some... just temporary fix. Fix, of course, in air quotations. Because this barely even fixes the problem. It is a curiosity that I have, that if I just keep letting this thing run, will it eventually do like a full slow barrel roll, or will it just kind of exist lopsided like this, and kind of just stay lopsided? Because it does look like it's getting more and more lopsided as we go. Also, are we gaining or losing altitude? -41? I think we might be staying on... oh no, we're going down. Oh no. We should not be going down anymore, though. $31. Okay, we're tilting upward now, though. So that means we have to be going up, right? Oh my god. Oh, this thing flies like a truck and a half. Oh, look at that beast. That monstrosity. Flying, eclipsing this village. Eclipsing it. Heesh. Heesh. Okay. Okay. Good. This thing is still hanging on down here. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's get to work on building ourselves another segment of this base, shall we? Do I have any, like, blocks of this on the build? We do. Just barely. Cut diorite bricks. Okay. Cut diorite slab. We do want these. Also, I am pretty sure they will all fuse it into one panel when they're all down, which gives us this cool effect. Also, I'm gonna have to... yep. This is gonna be the hatch of the lower containment center, which is theoretically where we will actually be living. Down here in this pod. That up here is all of the navigational things. But down here in the pod is where we actually live out our lives, you know? That's the theory, at least. And this is all already one physics object, as far as I'm aware. Let me just slap down this physics assembler to see. Yeah, this is still one object, so technically I don't, at least for testing purposes, don't have to honey glue it again, which is nice. Here we go. So the problem is I'm using this pearlescent stuff. See, I thought it said it didn't generate lift on its... I'm using this pearlescent stuff for decoration and mechanics. It's fine. I have a solution to this problem. Instead of obsidian, if we want it to get really hefty really quick, which might be useful for this. Alright, I forgot we can't shorten them once. Ow. Okay. Now we got it hanging perfectly again. Alright. Temporary solution. Don't worry, guys. Temporary solution. Oh, this is goofy. Oh, this is so unbelievably goofy. Okay. Also, are these the engines? No, I don't think. Maybe there's... No, because the villagers... I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Also, let's take the corners off. Okay. See, okay, that's kind of what I was afraid of. What if we just... Yes. There we go. That's certainly a temporary solution that's a little more long-term. Alright. So right here... let's get some stairs down here, maybe? Okay, we gotta go up. I mean, we could just go in the creative inventory, but I feel like this is a lot easier. We go up here. Bam. Let's put a stair at every one of these. Let's put some... Okay, get full windows here. Okay, so now we can see out of this place. Let's get a wall. Some kind of wall? What are we thinking, chat? I feel like we can't deviate too much. From the formula. You know? Of the cut diorite plus pearlescent stuff plus window like aesthetic that we got. Because I mean it's a nice aesthetic, but it's also, at least for now, a consistent one that we have. Okay, so we have this hanging down now. It doth hang, which is nice. Also, we can probably take this stuff off of here. It was just temporary to write this thing in the sky. Although we might need some weight over here at the farm. Because this is going to be the farm right here someday. I might need a farm here. Oh, I forgot that's windows and not open roof like it is here. I might honestly leave that open roof. Yeah, because I'm going to have this connect on the bottom. So, like, this... Down into this, we will insert the, like, bottom part of the factory, I think. I think the bottom part of the factory should go into this, like, terminal here. That would be cool. That would be cool. And this thing technically has fully functioning steering if we can get it to stand still. Isn't that nice? If we can get this thing to not wibble wobble in the sky, it technically has steering, which is nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine, because we honestly don't want to slip into the same exact pattern. Just a somewhat similar one, maybe. For the first time, we have a bit of a ground to stand on here. Alright. Well, we can worry about sculpting the exterior later, I would say. But for now, we can just kind of go through. Put a bunch of slabs. Put a bunch of slabs down so that way we can stand on the floor of this for working on it and work through what we're gonna put down here. Because I do think this is gonna be like the main bedroom area where we can like sleep. This is where our... So let's get some beds. Let's get ourselves a pink bed. I think it fits with the theme the most. We can sleep looking out this... Actually, no, I think the white bed would probably look better. Let's get ourselves the white bed, please. Yes. Now, I'm curious. What exactly? Hmm. I mean, those are just like metallic stairs, kinda. Andesite support wedge. Like, ah, I kinda like that. Doesn't look half bad. Okay, okay. All the different cage lamps aren't half bad. But what I really want is probably from base create, isn't it? Are seats not in base create? No. They are. I don't know why they weren't coming up. Okay, so that way you can sit and watch the view as it goes by. Here we're gonna have... This is just showing me every craft. Okay. Crafting table, furnace. Stone cutter. I think those are the three ones I'm gonna need in here. And then in this corner, I can put... the good old storage layer. Okay. Now what I kind of want to do right now... That was the most convoluted way possible to go that one block down. We got these on here, right? Right, so it's looking a little better from the outside. Still not looking great. We can't even get down to the top either. How did that affect things? I mean, clearly we don't have enough weight on this thing, which kind of sucks. But it's also kind of fine. I also do think I'm gonna save this as a separate blueprint. I'm hoping we can. Okay. Now. Now this technically works because we're flying on a contraption. See, nothing bleeds through. So, you know, theoretically we can just drop down and no fall damage, right? Now if this ever becomes not a contraption, we'd be in trouble. Now, how? Like, how is this still doing this? Okay. Here's where we get goofy with it. Nope. Alright. Let me get some bedrock again. Let me put this on the bottom. Let's just fill in these little places, you know? Just a little bit here and there. You know? Ain't nobody gonna notice the random obsidian, because it's all gonna be covered. But it's just gonna be giving us weight, you know? Gonna be weighing this thing down. Which, now that I think about it a little harder, might be a bit of an oversight, but hey! Hey, when were we here to be smart, you know? That way you can kind of see into the obsidian from the bottom, too. Gives it a bit of an accent, you know? I learned this in building school, guys, when I went there. Totally. Okay. Alright. I just realized I'm in, like, the worst posture known to man. Like... Wait, what was that? Was that the... Oh? Yes, okay. Yes. Let's go, guys. Oh. Alright, well, unfortunately, I gotta run to the restroom real quick, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this amazing view, and I'll be right back. Alright there, I have returned. I'm sorry for leaving you on hold for such a long time. Thank you, Automod, for that. Let me go switch over to Twitch real quick and ban this guy. Hey. Banned. Alright. Back to the YouTube stuff. Also, guys, hold up. Before I go any too much further, I just gotta say, how you like the skin? I'm very excited about this. This is like the first skin I actually like tried to attempt to make myself. For of course this is Wrightson. This is Wrightson. You're gonna be flying on that thing one day. See, and this is why I love this mod. Because look at how cinematic this one image is. Like, don't mind me for a second, but like, dang! Dang! I messed it up. I messed it, it's not the same anymore. But, we do in fact have our vessel now, you know? You see this thing? This vessel we got here? This is kind of also cinema. Be even more cinema if it was sunrise instead of moonrise, but doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. This, of course, will probably not fly. But we have these ropes under tension now. Oh, they're still obsidian here. I'm not obsidian. Yeah. I know how to speak English. So I said what? And then, okay. So that's how I do it. That's how I did it that one time. I did it really well. Yep. Alrighty. And now, theoretically, there should be enough weight where I can drop this down, and it's still a little light. Still on the lighter side, that's honestly fine. But now we can jump down here, and we can't get up. Yeah. Yeah. But, like, watch this. This should just stay in midair. It might start rotating to this side. Unless it failed to become... No, it's a physics object. Oh? Is it tipping forward? Or is it not tipping? This is unheard of. Let's start the engines and see how bad it gets. Okay. Now this is the hardest one to pull off. Because if I leave that for too long, it's going to start spinning. Okay. First things first. The dome kind of looked goofy. But we're still nosediving. Huh? Here, let me put these back in. Let's see if we stop nosediving. We're still... What? Are we going up now? No, 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 no. Where's... Why is my Y level increasing? Why is my Y level increasing? Okay. How the hell is it still underway? Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, okay. Alright. We got this now, guys. I think I know what the problem is. Alright, guys, we got this. I don't know how close we are to finished with this section. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being entirely honest with you. Need some torches down here. Oh, what? I feel like I'm gonna get a little fancy with it. There we go. Alright. So this is taut now. This is wait. The hope is. Yes! I mean, this is kind of what we want to see. Okay. A. Is that gonna cause some problems? Let's let it attempt to work this out itself. Because if we ever want to try and land this, this might be a problem we have to face eventually. Oh no! Is it going forward now? It's trying. Trying its best. Hey, buddy. We can't have you interfering with this. This is a process. Oh, is it gonna clip? Is it gonna clip this? It's already clipping it. But honestly, that might just be evening it out. I don't know if I love it or if I hate every... Oh no. It's even. Oh no. It's naturally even. This has never happened. Are we gonna start descending now? It looks like it. Okay. Now let's try something. Let's see what happens when left to its own devices. Okay. So clearly we have some issues to work out. Listen guys, the deck is still navigatable. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I can still navigate the deck perfectly fine. Now, are we... I mean, I slide on the deck. My question, like, are we gaining or losing altitude? Losing, okay. But, like, listen, I can still navigate. It's just with its own trials and tribulations. like maybe that. Okay. So clearly making this thing the weightiest cube known to man might not have been the smartest idea. So let's maybe... Let's just scratch the bottom piece. Alright. We'll see what happens now. We're gonna bring this back up into the sky. Yoink. Okay. Nice gentle release. And it's definitely still too heavy. Okay. Now, what happens if... Alright, big if here. So, right, this isn't working at all. Like, at all. But if maybe I make this part carry some of its own weight... Okay, now we're just doing flips. Okay, this helps nobody. Let's get this thing back up, right? There we go. And it's still a physics object, luckily. Okay, this is clearly weighing it down. But is it weighing it down enough for it to start falling out of the sky is the question. Yes. The answer is yes. Uh, eh? Yeah. Oh no, it certainly is. Let's just take the edge off here. Let's remove all of these. Alright, what are we looking like now? It's still falling a little bit. A lot bit. Okay, now what happens if we put these on here? Because like now we're treading a fine line right here between too heavy and not heavy enough. But I think it is ascending now. It is. We do have ascension. All right, let's see if we can get that all straightened out. Or does the wire just not straighten that out anymore? Okay. We got this, guys. Fa! Fa! I kind of want to let this play out. Oh, wait a second. It's correcting itself. This is a moment in history. These villagers must be so unbelievably confused. Also, can I teleport here? I can. Alright. Back to this monstrosity. Is it gonna right itself? I don't know. I don't think... Oh, right. Right, that's not a full solid wall. Is it even trying to right itself anymore? Or is it just... Is it just going straight? Straight up? Fuck. About the opposite of what I wanted to do, actually. Here, let's just take you down here. You should be close enough to the ground now. Right. Right. Too far from the ground. Let us wait a second. Can we use this to like turn it over, brute force it a little bit, you know? Alright. Come on. No, you got this, you got this, you got this. Heave. Oh. He. Oh, okay. Oh. Yes. Everything has become good. Except for this. Except for this. This is not good. Yeah, hey bud. Let me out! Disassemble it. Disassemble it. Okay. Ouch, that sucks. Let's reassemble this. Hope nothing goes too horrifically wrong. And let's disassemble it. And did that fix it? It did! Kinda did. It kinda did. Alright, are you still twisted? Kinda. Alright, now that that whole kerfuffle is over with, let's see what happens when this thing actually tries to fly. Is it bottoming out? It looks like it. But hold up. Hold up, guys. Now it should fly upward. Theoretically. I said theoretically. No, because now we're at the same problem where this... If we just make all of those these, so that that weight carries less of its own weight. Right. Hear me out. And now we're flying upward again. We're flying too much upward again. What if I like, because that was what, 2 per, that was 8 in total. Okay, guys. Guys, I think that might have been the solution to all of our problems. That's 8 total again. That's 8 total again. That is our problem. Fuck. Hey, bud. Can we disassemble real quick? I said, hey, bud, can we disassemble real quick? Thank you. I have to work on your little brother. This was a cool idea, but a horrible execution. Okay. Okay, so we have the chests, right? Right. Okay. I could use right to help me with this. No question. Doesn't levitate have... No, it doesn't have any special properties that could salvage it. Oh, it doesn't have a weight that it says. Unless... There's no way to make that work, though, because it's uneven. Unless... No. No. Maybe I just can't have my house in a floating pod beneath the thing? Because we're dealing with too many weight issues right now. I mean, like, that's the ultimate problem right now. Is it's just weight. It's getting the precise weight that this thing will fly correctly at. Like... Alright, hear me out. Nope. And this is that. Hear me out, though. What happens? What happens if that's the setup we use? Okay. It's promising. But is it too promising? It's not working at all. Ah! When all the engines died too. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, into the graveyards of bad ideas. Numero uno. This thing. It was a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, clearly it didn't work. Okay. Let's get ourselves back in the air, why don't we? Hopefully. The hope is that this gets us back in the air. And not too much. And by not too much, I do mean not too much. How royally screwed is this thing? I mean, enough that I physically can't get to that engine, which means we're just going to be turning until I can. Okay. Wait, disassemble you. Let me reassemble you. Okay. What the fuck? What changed? Oh, I still have these things. No, I don't. Why is this thing fall? Let me know. Oh my god. Hmm. Wait, no, this is the heavier part. No, 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 no. Wait. Hold on, let me rationalize this real quick. Hey, I said let me rationalize this real quick. Okay, so if we falling forward, that means we don't have enough weight on the back, right? Which means we have to do some, like, genuine tomfoolery, I guess. Is my father listening to his shows so loud it's literally shaking the ground? Yes. Okay, let's see if this works. Are we in the territory of working too well again? Yes, we are. Okay. What if we just do that? Still works a little bit too well. Alright. I think we've done it. Right. I forgot. The one thing this... And we're tilting forward again. There's too much weight on this side. Let me know. Let me know. You know what? And then if we replace these with these, we might overcorrect that. Shit. That is a bit of a byproduct, which is why you should probably stand up here, because these are actual full blocks. Okay, it starts tilting upward, but by how much? Please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. Please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. Okay. Wait. If it's leaning ever so slightly forward again, I swear to God. -47. I'm gonna go see what that noise is, and if we're at a different Y level, we have problems. Hey guys. Can't help but notice that the elevation didn't change, but the elevation changed. Ah, okay. You know what? I want to test something. We don't need a crop farm here, right? We don't need a crop farm here. So what happened? If I, first of all, I'm about to say disassemble it, but I don't think it really matters. Let's get some of these. Some of those. Let's put down 3 of those. Okay. Let's just start fencing it up over here. You know? This feels so wrong to build at this angle, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly have to be inside of it. Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure we are fucking vertical now. This is supposed to be like a horizon glider, not a straight into the earth glider, you know? We're supposed to be on the horizon, not on the earth. Okay, let's do a flip. Let's undo a flip. Everything's looking good again. And as we start, we won't be banking either which way now because they should be symmetric. Yet I feel like we're tipping down at the nose again, though. Yeah, we are. Now, we fly upward. I mean, I gotta change my headset battery real quick. I guess I can still talk while I'm doing that. I mean, the best case scenario is that these just completely and utterly balance out. But clearly that's not going to be the case. Because when I destroy one, I have to destroy the other, and when I have to destroy the other, nothing happens. You know, it's a net zero. Because any kind of change is too big of a change, but no change is not enough. You know? Right. I forgot. Forgot we can't really even do this, because, you know, that's still not solid. Okay, let's do a flip here. Now we should be nose diving this time. According to my calculations, slowly but surely we'll begin to sink forward. I mean, this is the closest we've ever had it. So I'm wondering if we just add a bit. Not a lot. Just a bit. Well, let's reset it. And, you know, inch by inch. Alright. Block by block. Wait a second. Either it's not tilting or it's tilting upward a little bit. Or maybe it's tilting downward. I can't tell! So I'm gonna eat my chocolate. Chocolate. Always gotta come prepared. Hmm. What the hell is that? Oh, we're moving back. We're coming back. I'm sorry, it was a shepherd. And this will be our altitude control. And if we break that, should start going for. Why don't we? Yeah, now we start tipping forward again. Okay, like, come on, man. Remember, don't stand on the slab, or we're gonna have to do that every single time. 3. This should be our happy medium. This should be where we fly forward straight. Nothing to change, nothing to lose. Just forward. We are symmetric. Almost perfect. And it looks like I'm moving upward again! Okay. Also, why are we on a... I feel so weird. Like, this side's heavier than this side. Even though they're fucking identical. What are we doing? They're fucking identical. They are identical. Why the hell are we tilting? Why are we tilting? I need the German guy back in chat. I need the German guy back in chat. He was him. Oh, I know where we're tilting. No, because they're both missing those blocks. Block above and a block below. I need to replace this, by the way. Oh, I just did all that balancing, then I realized I gotta place blocks. Just enough to throw off the balance. Hey, can I just not place blocks there? Hey. Fuck. Why are we still moving? Fuck. Let me know. Okay. Now I just need to do that again. But up here. Very funny game. Very funny. Thank you. Thank you for running out of fuel. The one and only time I will ever thank my machine for failing. See, it said this contraption is too hard to disassemble. Okay. Let's talk about this for a second. Because I have a couple questions that can only be answered in survival, right? The battle bus. Alright, so this is the workshop on wheels. This will be the workshop. This is the world where we are the Skyfarer. This is the room where it happens, you know? This will be the workshop on wheels one day, maybe someday. But, here. Let's pop this in here, so we can go ahead and start moving. Well, let's get ourselves up. Now, see... Yeah, see how you notice us rocking forward like that? When we're... I guess that might be partially due to getting caught on something? Am I getting caught on something? Yes, I am. In fact, I am. Momentary delay. Okay, we're good now. We're good now. Alright, we are in the sky, right? Brain tried to put steering on this thing. Oh, did he make it turn backward? Yes, I'm gonna go with yes. With yes, he did. Okay. But you see how this thing rocks too? towards whatever way it's flying. You see how like it goes up towards whatever way it's flying, right? Also, did you get like anywhere with adding steering to this thing? No, because it's hard and probably impossible. I mean, the fuel just ran out, as you can see there, but it lurches forward, right? It lurches forward as it moves. But this build doesn't just lurch forward; it flips. It does a whole flippy motion, you know, like a flippy motion. Flips over top of itself. So I have a question for God. Why? Clearly, we need to do something different. So what is it that I propose? You might find yourself asking. Theoretically, if I were to get in here this, all right, let's just slap it up anywhere, any which way. Ah! Okay. Yeah, let me contraptionify this. Okay, you see this? Here. Equals MC squared. Okay. Center of mass. Alright, center of mass. Can I hide? Okay. So. Alright, so this right here is the center of mass. Yes. Okay. Why did I have to build this uneven? Why did I have to build this uneven? Okay, so this is the center of mass. We're gonna go out 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? And this is where all the stuff happens, alright? We go up here to the roof level. Right? Alright, roofing it, right? Roofing it. We take an engine. Can an engine be placed like this? Like this? Like this? Or do I just have to work with it like that? Oh, okay, no, it can. Oh, does it only rotate like that? Yeah. Okay, it's fine. So we put one... Actually, for one, let's give this one block back. Alright. Oh, I don't understand this at all. Okay, right. Then we get a vertical gearbox, right? Alright. So then, theoretically, if we power this with, say, a piece of coal, it should start spinning. Yep. Alright. Bit of a tedious way to do this, I get it. But we need to test that all of these are working. This is very important. Okay. Now we have a gyroscopic propeller, right? Like attached to each of these. Then we just do a similar propeller design to what we already have, right? Just bang, 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 bang. And we honestly only need one cell in each of these, right? Now the point of this is not to create lift. Oh, no, no, no. You don't see. The point of this is to keep us on track. What do you mean does not include... Oh, right, super glue. Let me glue this all together. I forgot about that stuff. What do you mean attached structure? What do you mean? Huh? I mean, I guess the whole machine, man. I mean, what more do you want from me? Okay. Let's just... Everything is now connected. Bang. And these still don't move? Oh, hold up, let me get some. There we go. See, now this thing is going up, right? Which isn't necessarily the intention of that machine, more of a byproduct of the intention. That might be a problem. I swear. I swear. Nothing we can really do about it now. Okay. I'm going crazy here, guys. I don't even think I have a way because these all connect up directly, which means I can't destroy any of these engines without... Or I could just destroy the engines. We're fine. We're fine, it's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine! Okay. Okay. How the hell are these things fucking moving? I swear. I swear. No, 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 no. Okay. And now we're... I don't think there's any solution to this, I'm not gonna lie. Other than just rebuilding those things. Now we have to do this all again. We're having fun, guys, right? If I just had Lightmatica, this wouldn't be a problem. I'll leave that there as a model. Okay. Yep. I think schematics work kind of like Lightmatica. I don't see. I was trying to install Lightmatica. Wait, did I try to install Lightmatica? I mean, Lightmatica is kind of useless in this particular circumstance because I'm building it in creative, and I don't think blueprints are kind of. Yeah, I couldn't even install it to the instance if I wanted to. But it doesn't really work because I'm building it in creative already. I don't really need schematics for it. I mean, preferably I just don't mess it up the first time. And remember to actually glue it together. But we live and we learn. I don't want to learn, though. What? Right, we didn't disassemble it. We didn't disassemble it. That is kind of entirely my fault. Let's disassemble it before we get too far. And we mess anything more up. Because that would not be fun. I just want to try and get this gyroscopic so it can float forward in one continuous motion without going flip or flip. Because right now it likes doing both of those, but doesn't really like going straight. Because I'm using this the levelite, or whatever it's called. Which makes it harder to fully understand. Then we have a vertical gearbox. Because if we didn't have to use all of this levitite or whatever it's called, I mean, life would probably be so much easier. But alas, I mean, we have to keep this thing afloat somehow. And I don't really think keeping it afloat with balloons would be a smart idea. Not only because it would mess with the aesthetics of it, but also because that would require a ton of blue. I mean, like it doesn't require a ton of the pearlescent levitite already. It would require a ton of balloons, and balloons aren't really the aesthetic, at least not of this part. Maybe we put balloons on the factory section, but that'd be a whole nother problem. Now I need this. They do have to work physically connected to the ship. I don't think they have to be physically connected. I think they just have to be honey glued. I hope. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna find out. But here. Just make sure we have everything in the super glue. That's good. Okay. Maybe you are right. Maybe you are right. Long underscore name. Maybe it does have to be physically connected. And the question is, how do I do that in a way that doesn't mess with the aesthetics of it, too? Because this is partially a vanity build. Honestly, more a vanity build than it is a functional one. So we don't want to be going too all out on mechanics. Okay, so this is all encompassed within the realm of honey glue. Alright. Let's see what happens when we flick the switch. We seem to be doing fine. Alright. Now let's start up the main engines. Final main engine. Over here. Alright, and then we can also go here. Okay, my game froze. That's never something that's happened with this build yet. Okay. Okay. So to understand what is happening here, I would first need to have a brain. What is happening? I'm so unbelievably confused by this. Is this thing interacting with it at all? I hope not. It's just doing flips now. They should be centered around the center of mass. I centered them around the center of mass so they wouldn't do this. Do flip. Because now we have too much lift. I think. What the hell? I mean, clearly it's front heavy? I haven't changed anything though. Okay. That's fine, we have a simple solution for this. Now it's back heavy. Also, the gyroscopes are not working, like, at all. The intention of the gyroscopic motors was to keep it from doing the wibble wobble. Oh, and now there's too much weight on the thing? What? Are we being so unbelievably real right now? Also, it's front heavy again. How? We didn't even change. Oh, are these moving the wrong direction? Are these pushing downward? I think they might be. Okay. Okay. I mean, that would explain. Yeah, because it's going... Oh. Oh my god. Just let me access this. Oh, that one already is counterclockwise. Okay. Hey guys, so... I'm only going completely crazy. So now... They're pushing air down. So if these push air that way and they go this way, if these push air down, they should then in turn guide us towards the sky. And it's rising ever so slightly. Is it actually moving forward, though? And we're still doing flips. We're still doing flips. What am I doing wrong? I'm glad I allotted a week of time to just building these, because, like, I didn't think this was gonna be this hard. Especially judging by the fact it was working earlier! And we're just going straight down again. Okay. These aren't guiding it upward like they should. They're not doing anything. And now it's just this... I mean, we've put it into some kind of homeostasis. Because I'm pretty sure now it'll just do circles until it runs out of fuel. Which, I don't know if that's progress or, like, actually terrible. How? Why? Is there anything that could help me in this situation? Anything possibly that could change this for the better? A gimbal sensor? Possibly? I mean, that's just redstone, though. It's just a compass. It's just a fancy compass. Linked typewriter? What? Oh, why is there just no, like, gyroscope? Navigation table. Is this just the lodestone one? Yeah, this is just the, if it's a lodestone, it'll go towards it. Which could be useful. But not exactly. Steam vent. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yes. This all makes sense. It might be the propulsion is higher than the center of levitation, but I have not been able to figure out how to use levitate myself. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, like, at all. Because it just keeps moving, like, wherever it wants to. Like, I don't know about you, but I kind of don't want it to do this. Although it's almost frozen, like here. Wait a second. Cause imagine this, but flipped around, and this is basically what we want. Imagine this, but like right side up. We're close. I think we're close. I hope we're close, because I'm close. So maybe these are rotating the wrong way. Maybe I wrong wayed the wrong way. I have no idea. Let's see though. Clockwise. clockwise. Wait. Clockwise. Clockwise. Is this one moving counterclockwise? No, they're all moving clockwise. Okay. Is it still not spinning? The one time I want it to spin. What is this? What is this heresy that I'm seeing here? Like, I'd be fine if my base was, like, slanted, like, this much, so long as it worked. But... is it just moving backward? This isn't even remotely the right direction. This isn't even remotely how I told you to move. Let's reset this. Let's reset it. Okay. It's gonna start rising like this. Or is it? If I swear, if my problems are magically solved... Also, I have noticed that with these gyroscopes, not that doing it, but with the gyroscopes now, it's not at all doing anything. How did this shitty-ass airship over here work first try? How did this work first try? Then this also kind of worked first try. But then I continued building on it. And then I reversed the builds. Because this worked. I was like, okay, that's cool and all. Let me add something to it. I couldn't get it to work, so I was like, okay, let's remove it, and now it won't work anymore. And now it's gonna flip over again. Nope. I think that's it. Alright. You see this? The, mind you, much worse version of this build. Doesn't even have a dedicated physics thing. Oh, no wonder that didn't work. I forgot to honey glue it. That makes sense. Like, what's happening? Oh, so it's just upside down again. Yeah, we love this. Now if I honey glue... hold up. I might have to... I have to load this schematic, like, on top of this, maybe? Yeah, that should work. Okay. So that way, we can just honey glue it pretty easily. I can just kind of move that. Boom. All right. All right. And I have it to here. And then let me get some. Nope, wrong edge. So when did I get one over? Okay. These are overlapping in that area. Nice, nice. It's flying in reverse. Hold up, hold up. Oh, hold up. Maybe if we move these. There we go. Now it's flying in. Proper. Maybe this wasn't as good as I thought it was. Maybe this one also does flips. I genuinely didn't remember. This whole build is so unbelievably frustrating. And this is just part one of the build. This is just part one. This is a kind of crazy that only your greatest project failing on you can create. It was so good. What happened? I thought I had it under control. I thought I was good. But clearly not as good as I thought. I mean, I guess these guys are gonna join the ranks of the ship graveyard. Dang. Well, you know what this means? We gotta rethink the entire project. We have to rethink the entire Skyfarer series. That's... I mean... It's gonna suck, but what other option do we have at this point? I mean, I could try to salvage it, but I've been trying to salvage it for the past, like, hour and 15 minutes. Yeah. I think... I think this is a back to the drawing board kind of result, unfortunately. As much as I enjoyed, like, the concept of this, and as much as I still enjoy the concept of it and still think it could work, I don't think I can make it work. I'm not talented enough, I don't have enough time to even attempt it. Now the question becomes, what do we have to do to substitute this? You know? If this didn't work, how do we make something that does? In a similar vein. I mean, like, already we've, like, found great success with balloon-based things. And every single balloon-based thing I've made has functioned, at least to some degree. Like, because this works, I mean, it doesn't look like it should work. Like, when compared to something like this looks like it's designed to work. This looks like it could work. This looks like it was built for aesthetics rather than functional purpose, and it's the only one that actually works. I mean, like, Like, the irony writes itself here. The irony writes itself. Ugh. I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this one. It's unfortunate, but I don't see any way to salvage this. I don't. Truly and honestly. I wish I did, but I don't. I mean, unless anybody else has any ideas, I think it might be time to throw in the towel. At least for, like, the levitate-based builds, because, I mean, clearly, they're not working out too well. I mean, forever this will be a monument of my failure in this world. And it does look really cool. I do gotta say, if there's one thing this build did right, it was the aesthetic, because God, does this look cool. Okay, I was gonna parkour there, and it was gonna be all cool, but I missed. Oh, is that even a possible jump? Well, maybe if I actually, like, jump off of this block. It is. Okay. But yeah, like, I just don't know. I just don't know if there's any good way to fix it. Or if there is any way to fix it at all. Like, it might just be one of those builds that, like, it's unfortunate, but you can't really do anything about it. No? Come back here. You need to stay in the ship graveyard. Yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunata. But, I mean, what you gonna do about it now? What you gonna do about it now? We're gonna keep dwelling on it, or are we gonna start brainstorming something then? I think you know the answer. We're gonna dwell. We're gonna start brainstorming something now. Okay, so if this idea didn't work, and this was like the main idea driving the series, and now I hate that it's gone, but alas, we have no power to change it, so we're not... Is this spinning by itself, or was that because I was standing on it? It's just perpetually spinning forever, I think. That's crazy. Okay, so we have confirmed so far that builds like this tend to work, and that levitate might be an assister more than it is the main function of a build. Because levitate being the only function of that build, clearly that... But it's the only function of the build they show in the... And they say it gives no levitational, like, it doesn't actually, like, mess with the buoyancy... Not the buoyancy. It keeps them in one position. It doesn't go, wow. You know? Like, that's what I've been getting from this infographic, but that's not how it works in practice. And that frustrates me to no end. Because right here it just says, oh, to move up and down, you're going to need something separate. Meanwhile, this is doing flips without any kind of outside input. Like I don't wholly and fully get it. But clearly, we're going to have to either fully pivot away from levitate, or leave levitate in our back pocket for something more like an extra little boost if we need it. Because a fully levitate-based build, while fun in theory, is non-functional in practice. So, we want to do a balloon-based build. Problem with that, we're building a mega base. This was going to be the smallest component of the base, and there were planned to be 3 components. One of them would be triple the size of this, and another double the size of this. So triple, double, that's 5. So about 6 of these is how big we're thinking. The problem is a balloon of that size would be almost unrealistic, almost unfeasible to build in survival. So what do you reckon we do about this? I'm utterly befuddled by this. We have the idea from the one guy in chat last night to build something with a train system running on it, which is cool, but I don't know how much we could really get that working. I mean we could of course make the train, but like how applicable would a train be on a flying base, really? Uh of course this was going to be the habitable zone, but now that if we're going to build it as one continuous structure, which unfortunately it looks like we're going to have to, we're probably going to want to do something more like building it well, I lost my train of thought there because I was fixing these in place to forever be in the graveyard of lost hopes and dreams. Um. Also, is it just me or does this stuff look kind of sick? But would a balloon of that size be unrealistic? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know wholly and fully. Because this is an excess balloon size for this build. I will say that here. This balloon size is excess. But like I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand this game, man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stop streaming here. I'm gonna workshop in my brain. I'm gonna workshop in the world. And we're gonna try to get something working, something relatively simple. Just like a proof of concept first. Then we'll go on. We'll get ourselves into like building it mechanically, how that's gonna work. We do, of course, also need a system. We're gonna need a bunch of automatic farms inside of it. And via doing that, it's gonna be pretty hard to balance, I would hazard a guess. Just because of how that all works. Although I don't know how balancing with balloons works, because balloons seem to be a lot more forgiving from what I've seen. I don't know, I have absolutely no clue. But that's why I'm gonna have to go experiment. So, thank you all for tuning in to my first ever live stream with a face cam. Did I look like a homunculus in it? Or, I mean, I think my hair has gotten progressively worse as the stream progresses. But that's fine. I hope you're not really looking at my hair. I hope you're looking at the Minecraft gameplay in front of you. You see? Like it's like up in this corner right here. I hope you've been watching that more than my ugly ass. But I don't know if I'm gonna keep the face cam forever. I know for a fact that whenever I'm like recording footage for this, like the actual video series of the Skyfarer, I'm not gonna have a face cam just because I don't want it in the footage. And streaming is how I record my footage, so you know. That's all fine, good, and dandy. And I gotta ban another guy from my stream chat, from my Twitch chat. Okay. No cheap viewers. Banned. Okay. But yeah, I want to go experiment on that. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. I mean, I didn't know how this was gonna work, and fun fact, it didn't. So maybe I get the logistics down, then I start building, because that might be a better train of thought to follow. But I think we've done enough work for today. 2 hour stream, not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna go play a different game to de-stress, because boy was this bad. I think we're going to end up doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams, or maybe just Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. I think is what the stream dates are gonna be looking like. And that's gonna be both on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you want to catch them in either place, that would be amazing. But if I were to suggest kindly, I would suggest watching them more on the Twitch because the Twitch is closer and closer still to getting affiliate, which means I can make money, which means I can go slightly less insane when I'm doing something as absurd as this. But this is only the beginning, and an unfortunate beginning, but I guess I can take spoilers for episode 2 off, because I don't really think this structure's making it to episode 2. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you are on Twitch, feel free to follow. If you're on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. Of course, as I just said, the streaming schedule is roughly Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. That's what I'm thinking. And I'll be working on this, of course, off camera too. If you don't know, the Skyfarer series is a series following Wrightson on his adventure through the skies, if you couldn't have guessed, where he builds a giant sky base and lives in it. And there's also going to be stories, cinematics, and all things like that. You can look over on YouTube for that when it comes out. There's a bit of a trailer, heavy air quotes there. It's an announcement teaser more. The actual trailer will be coming out more towards release. But you can watch that. You can get ready and excited for the series. I will be sharing more and more with it the more and more I make on it. I'm really excited to get started with the series. I'm really excited to see where it goes, despite the the resounding failure that today's stream turned out to unfortunately be. So with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Now time for that awkward second where I have to turn off all my streaming stuff. After I already said goodbye.